Hello everybody, welcome back, and let me change the camera. Is this not gonna be working? This should be working. Maybe it's being used from the Chrome side here. So let's simply stop it. This as well. It's gonna be like this. And coming back to this one. Alright, it's working right now. So what I thought right now, I've been just simply walking here and there just for a while. And I know what the problem is, but I don't know the solution. Sorry for that. But yeah, I will be able to explain the problem. So whatever the logic we actually wrote, that is mainly for a peer-to-peer connection. But what if there are more than one peer, more than two peers? So it's gonna be like many peers to many peers connection, and that is this logic is not for that. So let me even, I will be asking AI regarding this exactly what can I do, how will I be allowing and all. But for now, what actually happens in here, let me just simply get rid of this first of all. So what am I doing right now? There is a host, right? So there is a host. As simple as that. And if there is another participant, there is a participant. So when this participant actually joins a meeting, and there is a meeting, so there is a meeting as well. So suppose this is the meeting. So inside this particular meeting, both of them are kind of connected to this particular meeting right now. So as soon as both of them got connected, so what happened? As soon as the participant got connected, so both of them got notified about each other, and at the end of the day, offer was created by the host. Offer got sent to the participant, and participant actually created the answer after setting everything and all. Participant actually sent the answer back to the host, and it got the answer and all. So this is how the things actually worked. Okay, and because of this thing, both of them were able to establish the connection. But a host is the only one who could create the offer. So this offer was only limited to the host. So far host is the only one who can create the like offer. That simply means if there's another participant, there is a third participant. There is the third participant, again participant, just like this. And this participant actually joins the meeting. So this is also a participant who joined the meeting. So let's simply keep it somewhere here in between, and it should be kind of okay. So this is the participant who joined this meeting again, and that's great. They are in the meeting right now. What will happen? Both these people are going to be informed about this new participant. So new participant information is gonna be coming to this one. New participants information is gonna be coming to this one as well. Then what will happen? If it is a host, then host will be able to create the offer. Host will be able to just simply send the offer back to this participant, and this participant will be able to create the answer. And once this participant has actually created the answer is actually gonna be coming back to the host. So this way both of them are gonna be connected. So ultimately connection going to be established. So this particular section is gonna work. What about the other participant? Other participants will also be informed, but this other participant will not be able to create the offer as per the logic that we have. So as per all logic, this other participant, it will not be able to create the offer. Once offer is not created, then nothing will happen. It will never be able to send the offer to the other participant. That simply means it will never get the answer. So it will never ever get the answer as well. So these are the things. So no offer, no answer. And this is the main problem. That simply means once the new participant joins, it will be able to just kind of connect it to the host, but it will not be able to connect it to this one. And this is the red flag that we have here. So this is the main problem. And The question is how can we even resolve this? So let's figure it out, but this is the main issue that we have here. How can we resolve this? So that simply means whenever a new user joins, all the participants, they should be able to create their offer. Obviously they should be able to create the offer, and then offer should be sent to the new participant. So instead of letting host only be able to create the offer, and one more thing, we have current both the sides, we have current participant, and we have other participants apart from the current participants, other participants. So this is how we've been going on. Have I turned the chat off? Yeah, I have. So coming back to this, so current participant is gonna be containing the host information, and other participants means this participant is gonna be in this particular section, and the new participant who actually joins, so this participant is actually gonna be inside this current participant. This is okay, and the same thing is gonna be happening everywhere. What should we be doing here? And same thing is actually gonna be applied to this one as well. Control V, not this. Even this particular section will be having these things. So let's select it all, make it white. So this is gonna be going on. So even host will have its current participant and other participant, participant in the sense this participant will come here, and similarly this participant is gonna be coming here. So these participants are gonna be the part of other participants, just like this. And when it comes to this, so this participant is gonna be the part of this, and host is gonna be the part of this inside other participants. So this is how ultimately connection gets established. But the main problem is not this. The thing is that if another participant is joining the meeting, so the person who joins the meeting, that person should not be able to create the offer, and all the other people, including the host, including the participants, if they are able to create the offer, and that new participant should be creating the answer. Okay, this is done. How will I decide which one is eligible for creating the offer? So apart from this joining participant, everybody should be able to create the offer, as simple as that. So when I'm actually creating the offer over here inside peer connection on in negotiation needed, I'm creating the offer here, and here I have just this thing, current participant, if that is not the host, don't create it. But the logic is going to be a bit different right now. The logic is going to be like, bro, I want the joining participant. Who is the person trying to join the meeting? Okay, if I have that particular joining participant, so once I have this joining participant, and I will have the current participant as well. Sorry, just for a sec, wait for a sec. I am gonna be literally, there is a barraya around me, bug. If it bites me, then I'm gonna be gone. Bhai bacha dena. This is the summer season. They are just simply flying around me. Okay, by the way, coming back to this one, have my screen. Okay, fine. So the thing is that I am getting my current user, that is okay. When will I set the value of joining participant? Whenever the new participant tries to join. So if I go to signaling, whenever I get the request, when am I getting the request over here, open join model, as soon as the model is open, not this one. So I get a request to join, then I'm gonna be opening the model, and whenever the model is open, then what will I be doing? I'm gonna be dispatching the value of the joining participant. Let me check whether am I doing that or not. So this should be happening where? This should be happening on the meeting page. So if I go to the meeting page right now, inside this I have this join permission model, and inside the join this permission model, I'm closing the model, that is great. I'm granting the permission, that is also great, but I'm not setting the current participant. Current participant is only set when I'm actually informing others. So host's current participant is gonna be set directly, but the other thing is that the host needs to grant the permission, right? Okay, host needs to grant the permission, but I should be setting the join permission somewhere. So whenever the model is actually open, at that time, not this one, yeah, I'm missing something really important. What is that? Whenever there is a host already, I am the person who's trying to join the meeting. As soon as I send a request, and the request goes to the server first of all, and then that is the ask to connect, and then server sends an event, and that is server sends an event to the host, and that is allow or deny. And at that time there should be joining participant. Really missing something really important. Wait, what happens? Coming back to this signaling dots, close everything. I'm gonna be needing my socket.ts here. Whenever I just try to connect, at that time information is sent to the host. If that is the host, that's okay. The important thing is here. So if that is a participant, I'm gonna be requesting to join the meeting, and that event will be triggered to the host. So host will get this particular event. So going to the signaling.ts, signaling.ts over here, and inside this signaling.ts I'm getting this event over here. I'm getting the participant who is actually trying to join the meeting, right? So this is the participant, and right now I will be turning this model on. So model is gonna be on, and once the model is actually on, then I will be able to open join model. I'm just simply sending the participant info here, and when I send the participant info here, so model is going to be open and participant is gonna be set. So that's gonna be joining participant. That's what I was looking for. So ultimately what, hey shit yaar. What am I gonna be doing? I think I have Motin. I should just turn it on. If it bites me, I'm gone for some days. Okay, by the way, it's gone for now. Okay, bye. Let's continue. So over here I'm just simply doing two things: open model plus joining participant. Add joining participant. By the way, I should have created a altogether different action for that, but okay, this is fine for now. Open model is actually handling both of them. That simply means before even I allow or deny, joining participant is already set. On whose side? On the host side. That is okay. Host has the information about the joining participant. That's right. So whenever I create the peer connection, and most importantly, whenever I create the offer inside peer manager, over here when I create the offer, so I have the current participant. That's okay. I can even get the value of const joining participant. Who is the user who is trying to join. So store, but even this is not gonna be working in my favor, but okay, let's simply get them first of all, then I'll think of the logic exactly what can I do. Current participant and joining participant. So I have both of them over here. Joining participant will always be different from the current participant. That is right. What I have to do, this is the joining participant, and this is mainly happening on the host side. Forget about on the other user side. Okay, so on the host side I have the joining participant, and what should my job be? This joining participant, the person who's trying to join right now, this should not be able to create the offer, and everybody else should be able to create the offer. Cool down. So I have this joining participant, and that is mainly on the host side. How can I stop it from creating the offer? And not only this side, and as soon as this joining participant is allowed, then this particular section will be running. So if on negotiation needed is running, that simply means I have allowed it. So let's even leave it for now. I'm gonna be coming back to this. So I got my joining participant on the host side, that is okay. Then host can allow it, yeah. As soon as host allows this, right? As soon as host allows the user that okay, you can join the meeting, so joining participant becomes null, that is okay. But I still need to maintain one state of the user who actually joined the meeting, and that needs to be sent across all the users. Okay, and in this way I will be able to maintain the state for that particular user. And if that user, simple, what am I thinking right now, uh, because if there is a host, if host can actually create the offer, then of course we are gone. Other people, other participants, they will not be able to create the offer. That simply means they cannot create the answer. That means everything's gone, they will not be able to connect. But what I want, कि whenever a new participant joins, or so at that time I will have many properties, but apart from those properties I will have one more state, call it, and that's gonna be newly joined participant. Okay, and I will have it on in all the browsers. So whoever tries to join the meeting, that person will have the newly joined participant. So all the hosts, even if that is a host, even if that is a old participant or this new participant, they will have their current participant information. They will actually have this one as well. And now if this newly joined participant is actually equals to the host, ultimately current participant, that means they should not be able to create the offer. But here current participant, that is a host, newly joined participant, that is this participant, that's not going to be equal. Host will be able to create the offer. Similarly over here I will have my newly joined participant here as well, and I will compare it to the current participant. This is gonna be crazy. Why does it keep coming to me? Okay, by the way, I will have current participant, I will have newly joined participant. If they are equal, they will not be able to create the offer, but if they are not equal, they should be able to create the offer. Same is gonna be happening over here. But right now the value of the current participant, control C, and the value of newly joined participant, both of them are gonna be equal. That means this user will not be allowed to create the offer. Others are going to be able to create the offer, and then once the offer is actually created, then they'll be able to send the offer to the others. So offer is going to be sent to the other participants, to the all the participants that are there. So once the offer is actually created, so peer connection is created on this side, so it will be creating the peer connection, and I'll be able to set the offer, and it will be job is going to be done. Simple solution. I don't know this is the best solution or not, but this is a solution. This will work. Okay, so let's do it, and later I will be just figuring other things out. So what am I gonna be doing when it comes to this meeting slice? First of all, let's write it right, and write it right. Wow. By the way, I have current participant, that's okay. I'm gonna be having newly joined participant over here. That's gonna be null by default, just like this, and the type just below that. I'm gonna be turning the mode on right now. And I don't want to be beaten by this, just to say. I hope this will make it go away. That's on. Okay, coming back to this newly joined participant, just like this, and that's gonna be of course meeting participant, or the value can actually be null. So this much is done. So not new, actually newly, just like this. So this much I've done, and how am I gonna be setting the value here? So whenever I'm informing myself and when I'm informing others, at that time I have to set the value of this as well. Interesting. So I can go back to my signaling here, and whenever I'm informing others here, and when I'm actually informing others about the new participant, others are being informed about the new participant, create peer connection, dispatch and all, everything is happening. Create peer connection, that's gonna be problematic, because before even creating the peer connection, before even I'm creating the peer connection, I need to save the state. So add the participants. Okay, that participant is gonna be added. So let's keep it at the top. Peer connection is gonna be created at the last, and dispatch add peer connection, that is okay, and I'll have to create an action as well. This much is not fine. So what can I say? Add participant is right, and apart from this add participant, I can go to action, features, slice. Over here I need to create an action, set participant, set current participant. I already have this. Just below this I will be creating set newly joined participant. This is the action that I'm creating. It will be getting the state, it will be getting the action, and once it got both, then that's it. This is how it will be done. Inside this state dot newly joined participant is gonna be equals to action dot payload, and it should be fine. Okay, so set newly joined participant. So this is how it's gonna be going on. This is not enough. I will have to export it from here as well. So just under this I'm gonna be exporting this as well. Once it is actually exported, I can come back here again, and I added the participant. So inform others about new participant. So add participant in the sense, this is gonna be the new participant that joined, and dispatch. But this particular participant is actually gonna be added to the array, the array of other participants, and this way I will not be able to know who that user is. So that is why I'm just creating it again. So dispatch set newly joined participant, a new participant. This is it. So that's gonna be newly joined participant as well. And similarly I'm gonna be back here when I'm informing myself as well. At that time I'm informing the current user, that's okay. And apart from that current user, again this peer connection needs to be set at last in the sense somewhere here, and dispatch set participants, other participants are gonna be set here. Interesting. Current participant needs to be set, that's interesting as well. And dispatch because I'm the one joining, right? So set a newly joined participant is actually gonna be equals to the current participant. Now I will have the current joined participant, I will have the newly joined participants. If both of them are equal, they should not be able to create the meeting, offer, otherwise they will be able to create the offer. As simple as that. Coming back to peer connection. So right now, just after all these things, I'm gonna be creating the offer. And when I'm actually creating the offer, let's get rid of this. When I'm actually creating the offer, when this peer connection is created, do I have to create the peer connection? Peer connection should be created. I mean, peer connection, I don't really have any problem with that. The main problem is with this offer. So whenever I'm creating the offer over here, this is the main problem. So I have my current participant, I have my joining participant. So getting rid of both here. If the current participant dot what connection ID. So if the connection ID of the current participant, just like this, if that's triple equals to not joining participant, actually newly joined participant. So let's get that newly joined participant. So if that's equals to newly joined participant dot connection ID, if the connection ID is same, that simply means newly joined, what was the message earlier? Is keeping offer. Newly joined user or participant cannot, is this right? Oh, literally this is wrong. Okay, cannot create the offer, is skipping offer creation. Done. And I'm just simply returning from here skipping offer creation. That means this newly joined user will be getting the answers, and then it will be creating the answers, and this will be done. Okay, what else? It will not be able to create that. That means others are gonna be create the offer. That means it should be working. Let's try it. Most probably I've done it, but I don't know. I've done it, but I don't know. Wow. That simply means that's not done yet. If I think I've done it, let's see. npm run dev. Coming back to this, login. Gonna be interesting. Create the meeting. A user. I'm not gonna be giving them proper names, because if I face the errors, then of course those names are gonna be gone. Let's keep them side by side. Control C, Control V, enter, and user number B, allow the user, and it did not work. Okay, my camera is not being actually being used from the this side, so I'm gonna be using iRuin, and let's simply close this. Coming back to this one, I'll have to do it again. Crazy stuff. Never mind. Let's reload the page. The first one is gonna be A host, Control C. Second one is gonna be B participant, allow. Right now they are connected. I can cancel it. I can start sharing the screen. Camera, that is done. What if another user joins? That's gonna be interesting. Control C, Control V, paste it. This is gonna be the user number C. Allow it. And something is missing. Host number C got connected, but host number C WebRTC connection is not ready. By the way, let me turn the camera on this side as well, so that I know. So host A and host B, they are connected. On this side, host B is connected. If I turn the camera on, so it is connected to host B. Okay, so it is connected to host B. That simply means if I go here, so host B connected, that means host C. This is not host C, participant C. So participant C is trying to share the screen, camera, and as it is on, am I getting it on host B side? So is there C? No C. So it's like strange. So what is actually, so many weapons are here. Close this, and I'm actually getting this. First of all, come back to this section. Host B is gonna be turning on the camera. The camera is only on open on participant C, and the result is not visible on any one of them. Okay, that simply means host C is not able to do share. Okay, that's fine. If I turn on the camera of host B, it is visible here. It's gonna be visible here as well. So if host B shares something, that is shareable between this and this, that simply means WebRTC connection is ready, I mean established. Okay, if I just simply turn it off, host B, turn it off. If I turn on the camera on the host A side, why am I calling them host? They are kind of participants. So yeah, it is visible on the B participant, and not on the C. Whew. What is the issue now? Chrome / WebRTC internals. Whoa. Are you kidding me? You are not kidding me. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. One is missing. Not one missing. So this is right actually. Is it connected? Yeah. How about this one? Connected. How about this one? Connected. 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 So connected. Okay, fine. Completed ice connection state. It's hard to recognize the. I can check them, but how will I know that this is the user? This is many pairs to many pair connection. Connected, completed. Ice connection state, if that is completed, that is fine as well. Ice connection state, checking connected and then connected. So ultimately WebRTC connection is ready. So it's not like I have the problem from the WebRTC connection side. Connection is getting established. That simply means if this was the user who joined the meeting, so this could never create the so many things. This should never be able to participant existing user. set the current user, newly joined participant cannot create offer skipping. So this is unable to create the offer, that is right. And then it got the offer. Once it got the offer, it should be creating the answer. So answer was created and answer was sent, and answer should be received by both. And just after that, host created offer. Do one thing. This is the user, I should be figuring it out. This particular log that I have, host created the offer. This should not be the host, rather the peer created the offer. That is okay, it should be able to create the offer. And once it creates the offer, it just simply sends the offer, gets the answer, sets the answer, and this is done. Coming back to this one, go to log. This is the third user, right, who joined. So it created the offer. Nope, it will not be able to create the offer, so skipping that initially. And then it just simply got the offer. After the offer, it got the offer twice. Is that so? It got the offer here from maybe host side, then it got the offer from got the offer again. So there are gonna be two offers that it is getting from two sides. That's okay. And after that, it needs to create the answer. So remote description is set with offer, local description is set with answer. Answer is sent, and it needs to send the answer twice. So yeah, it is sending the answer twice. That simply means WebRTC connection is being established the right way. The only thing that is missing, that is senders, not even the sender. In that case, what am I missing? WebRTC connection is established. Let me ask about this AI as well. ICE connection state completed means ICE connection state completed means, okay, in WebRTC ICE connection state completed means, it means ICE has successfully found the best possible connection path between peers. And this what exactly does complete mean? Okay, fine. Connected, a working candidate pair is found, media can flow, but ICE may still be gathering better candidates. Completed means it is already established. That's okay, so this is fine too. So no need no problem from this side. So once they are actually established, now the only thing I have to worry about is as soon as the connection is established, WebRTC connection is established, that simply means peer connection got created for all of them. Yeah, once the peer connection is created, I even set the local stream and all. So sender stream, setting the local stream, and whenever I'm mainly talking about this third person over here, this is the one. If I just come back to this one, the video is already on, but only second person is able to see. Third person is not able to see, rather third person is not able to see the video of the host. It is actually able to, ultimately it is not getting the stream from the host side, it is still getting the stream from participant B. Okay, when it comes to participant B, it is getting the stream from B. Of course it will get host A. It is not getting the stream for participant C. So neither A nor B, both of them are not getting. So they are not getting ultimately the stream. And what could be the reason behind it? And C is actually getting the stream from the B, but it is still not getting the stream from A. AB not getting from C, and C is not getting from A, and B is actually able to get from two sides. B is able to get from A, and B is not getting from C. So A, B, both of them are not getting from C, and C is actually getting from B for some reason. But so this is all about the sender related problem that I have. And even if I have this, peer connections are created, they are established as well, and just after that I need to have my local stream. So whenever the connection is actually established, I get my local stream. Okay, once I actually got my local stream, I am getting the sender from there. That's okay. As I got the sender from there, I just simply added the track and all. Of course the track was added here only, then I got the sender. I'm actually saving it inside RTP senders. Okay, this is saved inside that. How about the remote stream? Remote stream in the sense RTP sender is here. I can just simply turn it on and off. That's completely up to me, and that will be used for enabling or disabling the camera. But there's another thing, on track, and inside this I get the tracks, of course, and from there I'm actually getting the stream. So once the connection is actually established, I will be getting the stream. Okay, once I'm actually getting the stream, remote streams, connection ID, stream A. So this way I'm doing it, and set has remote stream, that's gonna be true. Just a minute. This dispatch value will be right for what, and should it I be, oh shit, I think this could be the issue. The problem is that I'm getting the tracks, that's okay, but the thing is that I don't have just one peer connection, I can have many peer connections. And if I can actually have many peer connections, in that case, if I'm actually setting set has remote to true, that means it's going to be true for some but not for all. To do, check this thing out. But okay, before even that, it was good for one peer connection because there was only one. But if I have many peer connections, so I will be getting the tracks from many peer connection side, and at that time if I'm setting it has remote to true, that's gonna be crazy, because there's only one remote, not all of them. And in that case, if I go to my meeting container, media container, and over here if this has remote is this, that simply means I'm expecting that remote stream to be here, but this is not certain. Okay, so in that case, what can I actually do? Whenever the value of has remote stream changes, right? I definitely need to maintain a state. I need to change this thing over here. The thing is that by the time this has remote stream changes, that means it becomes true. Even at that time, there could be some remote streams that aren't arrived yet. So ultimately, the remote stream value is gonna be undefined here or null here, and because of that thing, there's gonna be no stream, and no stream is added. So in that case, coming back to this, unfortunately, I should remove it. Okay, once I'm actually removing it, in that case I will be getting some events and all. So how will I notify that I'm getting the tracks? Uh, or I need to have as many tracks. Uh, mhm. Need a better way to just figure it out. By the way, as soon as I'm getting the tracks, I'm just simply adding them here. That's fine. And as soon as they are added here, and inside this has remote, of course I'm never gonna use this because this is something not gonna be working, at least in this particular case. It is good for peer-to-peer connection, but many peers to peers, it doesn't work. So I'll have to figure out another way. So whenever I get the track, right, as soon as I got the track, and not one track, rather many ones. So from here I'm actually getting the track. Once I got the track, I'm setting it to the remote streams, right? And once it is set there, so what do I have to check? Should I be checking the length of the stream, whether it has those many streams or not? So if there are two peer connections, so there should be two streams, and unless it has two streams, nothing should happen. So this could be the one way. And okay, this is the first way. What is can be the another way? Kind on track. What all do I get inside this event? Event dot event track dot. I get this label. What does this return? Kind ID. I gotta check this thing out, but before even that, the important thing or the main problem, I'm getting the tracks here. That's okay, and I just simply set it to the remote stream. That got done, and that will be done for all. So once it is set to the remote stream, the only thing I have to check whether those remote streams actually contain all the streams, and then only I have to set it. So coming back to this media container, over here I have other participants in the sense there are going to be two participants, and the remote stream will be from those participants only. So the only thing that I need to check is, do I have those many streams or not? If I don't, then don't do it. Okay, but how will I know that I have received all the streams? Interesting stuff. So I already have this value, has remote streams, right? Let's go a few steps back. Has remote streams, let it be here, and what I'll do over here, let it be here too. I'm just dispatching it, but I'm gonna be dispatching it on some conditions. What is the condition? Can I get the value of other participants here? Definitely I can get. So okay, I need to import other participants. I can't really get directly here, but I can do one thing. Const not like this, store dot get state dot meeting dot other participants. Okay, this one. This way I have the other participants every time this event is triggered. Okay, and from here I'm actually gonna be getting the other participants. So let's simply get it directly over here, other participants. And once I got the other participants, I will be checking one thing: if remote streams dot length, if actually that's triple equals to other participants dot length, in that case, okay, I got the stream from all the participants. But this is not gonna be right. Remote stream is actually not an array. Other participant is an array, but this is not an array. So remote streams dot intrige, it will not work that way. So object dot values keys, whatever you wanna get, keys and remote streams dot length. Now it will work. So if the length of the keys is actually equals to the length of the participants, that simply means I got that and I will be dispatching it. Otherwise I haven't got that yet, and I will be just simply adding the stream over and over. This way will it work? Most probably yes, because when I'm actually removing the participant, at that time I'm even deleting the remote streams and all, so most probably this should fix the issue. Let's see. But at least happy for one thing, my mind is working. Forget about whether I'm fixing it on my own or with the help of AI, it doesn't really matter. As long as you are able to think, that's more than enough. Now that could be the best way, that could not be the best way. It just keeps, I mean, it goes on like this, keeps going on like this. But getting in the habit of thinking is something that matters the most at the end. Coming back to this one, let's simply reload the page, and the first one is gonna be A, and control C. The second one is gonna be B. Of course, let's simply reload it so that I get the option to enter the name. I can allow it. Both of them are working fine. That's amazing. Let's get the third one as well, just like this, and the name is actually gonna be C. Crazy name. Allow it, and whoa, not whoa. Just a sec. I thought I did that. It's not done yet. The thing is that right now one error has been resolved. If I turn on the camera of A, right now that camera is visible over here as well. That camera is visible over here as well on the B side, and that's amazing. I mean, fantastically fine. So whatever we thought, that is, we are just getting closer to the solution. So this is working fine. If I turn the camera off, that's okay. It is off from both the sides. If I turn the camera off the B off, so this is no, this is not the camera of the B, rather here. If I turn the camera of the B, this is visible here as well. This is visible here as well. Interesting. What's wrong with C? That is interesting. So what happened with, arey yaar, hat ja, band. I need to turn it off. So when it comes to C, so I will be able to see the C's camera. I'm not able to see the, forget about the camera, I'm not able to get the stream from the new participant. Got it? New participant joined. Okay, as this participant joined, the new participant is actually able to get the streams from every side, all the sides. So there were two people, it is able to get the streams from them. How about the new people that were already there? I mean, how about the other people who were already in the stream earlier, who were already in the meeting earlier? So if the new participant joins, they are not getting the streams. Okay. And in fact, I'm not even setting the streams for the other participants. This is happening for the new participant. That is great. So over here, this logic is great that we have written here. It just makes sure that it set has remote streams only when I've got all the streams and all. That is great. But this is going to be happening for what? This is gonna be happening for the new participant. Peer connection will be created for whom all? So peer connection is actually going to be created for others, but it turns out whenever a new participant joins, at that time others need to create a peer connection. Fine, they need to. Then once they have created the peer connection, after that they need to have the remote streams. Yes. And so when I get the track event, ultimately connection is definitely established. So if I go to this one, click on this, nope, disconnected, 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 disconnected as well. But how about this? Oh, that is ChatGPT, forget about that. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So all the peers that I have, the peer connections that I have, they are actually connected. So connection is not the problem. The problem is the sharing the stream. In right now what is happening, the logic that I actually wrote over here, this one. So whenever I'm getting tracks, so first of all connection is going to be established, and then whenever I get the tracks from others, I'm gonna be getting all the tracks, and after that I'm gonna be just simply adding the tracks. That is fine, works with this. The another thing is, how about the users who are already there? So suppose coming back to this one again. Seriously, coming back to this. So the new user who actually joined the meeting, it actually got the streams from this side as well, from this side as well. So from all the sides. But how about the host, or how about the participant who were already there? As soon as the new participant joins the meeting, then what will they do? They will be notified about the new participant. So host is going to be notified. That is right. That simply means they are going to be adding that, right? Yeah, that will be added. That is added. That means they will be creating the peer connection. Will they create the peer connection? They will create the peer connection on their side, and at that time they will be creating the offer as well, so that they are able to connect to. So host suppose created the peer connection. Once the host created the peer connection for that particular user, host even created the offer. Once the offer was created, host sent the offer to the peer participant and then got that. So ultimately it got done. Now from this participant side, I will get the streams. Once I'm actually getting the streams on track, right? At that time, the value of has remote will already be true, and that is something problematic. Yeah, right, that will already be true because it was true for 2 participants, so it's gonna be true for 3 participants, because I'm not never really turning it off. So in that case, what if whenever I am getting the tracks, Control C, gonna be crazy, but let's do it. False. So whenever I'm getting any track, I'm actually I'm crazy, seriously. So whenever I'm getting the value of any track, first of all, set remote stream becomes false. After that, I'm calculating the value of it again. If it is actually triple equals to the other participants, that's great. If not, then gone. Wow. Let's see. Forget about wow. Let's see whether it works or not. Coming back to this. I hope the server is still running. Okay, fine. Because the socket connection is being established, sorry, not socket, actually WebRTC connection is being established the right way. So that is not the problem. The problem is the stream. I'm getting the stream, but I'm not able to set the stream at the right time. That is the main problem. Of course, let's simply reload this. This is gonna be actually B, allow, Control C, V. This is gonna be C. Duck. Nope, this did not work. A, B, A, B, A, B. But B? Nope, here B. So B is still not able to get the remote stream from C, or A, they are not getting that yet. So set a remote stream. Whenever I get it, I make it false. I calculate it again, and if object.key is remote streams, if that's equal equals to other participants length, what happens when it comes to host, suppose? So as soon as, coming back to this one, participant sent the stream, actually sent the stream. In the on track I got that, and when in the on track I got that, the host has the other participants. Right now how many other participants are there? The host has when there was no participant. So let's talk about this one. So host and participant was connected, so there was only one participant, other participants was one, current participant was only one as well. Like, of course, current participant is always gonna be one, that's gonna be the host itself. So host itself, there was only one current participant, and this is how it just kept going on. And as apart from this particular thing, I will have remote streams, and there was only one remote stream. Quite understandable, because there was only one user. Okay, so this much is done. As soon as the third user actually joins, and so other participants, it actually becomes 2. That's right, current participant will always be 1. Remote stream, now there should be 2 remote streams. So on track I will be getting it, I will be getting the tracks, and now as there are 2 connections, so this on track will be triggered for both of them. And whenever this is triggered, so what am I doing? I'm setting like has remote streams. This is the state that I'm actually managing, and it should be like has all remote streams and all, but okay, has remote streams. And whenever the value of this changes, I just add them. Okay, so it can change anytime, right? So it can change from true to false. One more thing that I need to do here, this much is fine, I'm checking it here. The another thing that I need to check inside my media container, over here I'm getting my remote streams, that's okay. I have this other participants, that okay. Let's do it. The same logic, this logic that we have, Control C, coming back to this one, this I'm not gonna be having it here. If the other participants, they simply return, it should be fine. So remote streams length, other participants length, if that's not equal, that simply means I don't have those many streams yet. So in that case, other participants, do I have it here? I do have it. And remote streams, I already have them. If that's not equal, so simply return. If that is equal, in that case I just simply go ahead with the process, add them. And has remote video streams, whenever I get it, I make it from false to true. It will always be false until it becomes true. So set a remote stream. And what will I be doing here? Whenever I'm getting the track, first of all I'm making it to false. If it is already false, then okay, no problem, because at that time it doesn't even need to be triggered. And at last I'm making it true here, if that's equal. And will it work for the old users as well, old participants as well? This is something I'm yet to check. Come here, close all the things. So in this particular section, I'll actually have to just simply restart it. Control, this is gonna be A, Control C, Control V, and B, allow, C, allow. Nope, it does not work. Why am I facing this issue? It's not like I don't have the stream from the participant C. Participant C is getting, that is fine. How about the participant C sending the stream? So is it actually sending the stream? So I turn on the camera here. So is the participant C actually sending the stream here? Obviously the logic is the same, so it will definitely be sending. PC on track. So it's like I'm getting the track from previous users, but I'm not getting the track from the new user that got created. The question is why? And more importantly, instead of just checking the other participants here, I could check the peer connections as well, right? But okay, peer connections, other participants, that's fine too. So has remote streams. If I'm actually making it false, by default has remote stream is already false, so if I'm making it false again, nothing will change. State will not, I mean page will not be re-rendered. Other participants, how will I get it? Other participants are set when the user actually joins, and after that we create the peer connection. Is that so? So whenever the participant actually joins signaling.ts, so we first of all set the value. So when I'm actually inform others about the new participant, remove peer connection, remove participant, not this one, inform us about new participants at that time, add participant, this fine. And so I'm adding the participant that's gonna be added over there, and then I'm gonna dispatch set newly joined participant as well. So this is also gonna be okay. And after that I'm going to create peer connection. When I'm actually going to create this particular peer connections, and over here when it comes to the host, right, so I have the current participant, that is the host, and this is the newly participant. That simply means current participant is not equals to newly participant. It will be able to create the offer. Coming back to this, created the peer connection, added the peer connection, and local stream, so got the local stream as well. Once I got the local stream, setting it to the RTP senders, mainly used for just simply enabling and disabling this stuff and all. So this is fine as well, I mean don't really have any issue at all. And third user is actually trying to join, and then on ICE candidate, so ICE candidate just sending it and all, that's okay. Dispatch on track, so when getting this on track, so set remote streams false, and streams, event streams, simply adding it here. Connection ID, this is the connection ID of whose, this is the connection ID of the new user who actually joined. In that case I just added it here, and then object.cage remote streams.length, the length of it is, if it is equals to other participants.length, the number of the participants I have, or more precisely not the other participants, rather the peer connections. So object connects keys peer connections dot length, if that is equals to that simply means I got the remote stream for all the peer connections. As remote streams is gonna be true, CLG after as remote streams, that's gonna be I don't need to set it, rather I need to get it. Const as store dot get state dot meeting dot has meeting dot does it exist there or not. So inside meeting, do I still have that or not? Inside meeting state, I think inside meeting media I have as remote streams. Yeah, inside meeting media, not meeting actually, meeting media as remote streams, control C, control V, get rid of this as well. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna be just simply logging things and all. Hopefully it's gonna be done very soon. A, time to log the things and all. Inspect, set the current user. Okay, current user got set. Control C, control V, and B, allow from the B, join from the request from the B. Then what happened? Host created offer, not host actually, this should be something else, but okay, participant created the offer, and then WebRTC type, it created the offer, it sent the offer, and after that it got the answer. Once it got the answer, it even started getting the tracks. So before it was false, then it became true, then it was false, and then it became true. Remote set description with answer, so it was also set. So yeah, this thing got done fine. What if the third user joins? By the way, coming to this one, set the current participant newly joined got the offer, and after that he created the answer. So remote description set with offer, and just after that local description is set with answer. Answer is sent, it will be getting the answer and done, at least so far. Okay, now if the another user tries to join, allow. So as the another user tries to join the meeting, at that time request C, inform others about the new participant. A new participant as is host created the offer, and then it got the answer. ICE candidates initially has remote description is set with answer, so remote description is also set. Then has remote streams, false, true, false, true. That simply means this thing runs. Okay, coming back to this, host created the offer, so definitely this is also going to create the offer answer. Just simply setting that, it becomes true at the end. Going back to this one, so set participants and all, created the type offer, so ultimately it will get the offer. Then false, 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 it has false all the time. Then it became true. Answer is sent, local description set, answer is sent, and then as it is true, that simply means it has the streams. Okay, Great. Now I will check one last thing. Let's get rid of this. Same is going to be here. Okay, dispatching it, making false and all that will keep happening. I can go back to my media container, and over here has remote streams. I wanna check the streams. CLG remote streams. This is actually gonna be an object, right? Let's check this thing out before I get anything else done. Remote streams, just like this, and see what happens. For checking this thing, I'll actually have to run it again. I was supposed to be cancelling this. Let's simply run it again, and this is going to be A, current user, fine, control C, control V, and this is gonna be B, allow, allow, and remote streams. So right now it has only one remote stream, that's okay. It is able to just simply show that, fine. And apart from this particular thing, if the third user actually joins, and same gonna be happening with this as well, it should be having the remote stream too at the end. Local description, remote stream. So yeah, it does have a remote stream here. This is from this, so what is the name of it? A JLK. So JLK, so this is a stream of this one, and as for this, so LUU, so this is the stream of this user, so this is fine. Time to continue from here on. Control C, control V, this is gonna be the user number C, allow it, and here we are. And this remote stream was never got triggered again. So remote stream, control F. So this is the problem. So even if I'm getting the stream, this remote stream is actually not getting triggered after that henceforth. Answer and all, everything got done, and one thing I need to check. Okay, this never gets triggered. That simply means the value of this has remote streams doesn't change at all. And before even that, I need to check one thing: is it getting the remote streams or not? So on track, on track actually, control C, this. So this will be telling me whether it actually gets the remote streams or not. Coming back to this one again, unfortunately this is the only way to check this thing out, whether everything's working as expected or not. So A, control C, B, allow, so has remote streams and all, that's okay. And ultimately remote stream, this did run in this particular section. Coming back to this one, remote streams, so this is something that I have to look for. So control F. So yeah, it turns out that it did run here. This much is fine. Okay, so this is done here, this is done here. Now the other user is gonna be trying to join. This is gonna be the user number C. So this is done. There was nothing inside the object, that's fine. And if I just simply allow it, so false, false, false. At the end of the day it became true, and when it became true, it had these two remote streams. That means it worked. And even after that it became false and true and all, so it will just keep going on like this. That's fine. Coming back to this one, it runs. So from here offer gets created, answer set and all. After that I get the track. Has the remote streams become false, then it becomes true, then false, then true. A remote description set with answer. Remote description set with answer. Coming back to this, it gets the offer, it returns that remote description I set there. Coming back to this one, before even that, the same thing actually happened initially, and then has remote, a remote description set with answer. So at that time it worked, and at that time I had the media stream. Here as soon as it became true, it did not change at all. So this is the problem. The question is, why the use effect not running? And when does that need to run? The use effect, whenever the value of this changes. So over here it ran, and in this particular section, when it comes to this, so first of all false, 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 and it did not run. But as soon as it became true, I got the remote streams, and then false, true, and then it never ran. Coming back to this media container, it does not run means what? Has remote streams. And remote streams, I'm just simply logging the value over here. So this use effect is not running for the old users. Okay, earlier it ran, and after that even it got the event true, but this true could not trigger the use effect that I had. Why? Remote description is set with answer, that's fine. So when I'm actually getting the stream, I'm not able to set it. So it's not like I'm not getting the stream, I am getting the stream. But the only problem is has remote streams, right? This has remote streams comes from this side, again comes from the state. If I go to this one, these values are changing, and stream okay, stream is gonna be equals to string. So this is the new stream that I got. That even got set to what? Streams remote connection ID, and I even set it here. That means at that time this is available, but I am never running the use effect again, because if the use effect somehow ran, in that case over here I will look through all the participants and a new video source will be assigned. That's okay, but that is something not happening. In that case, let's try it one more time. I know I'm closer to the problem, but how can I even solve? Why is the use effect not getting triggered when the value of has remote stream is actually changing? Because whenever the use this is the dependency over there, so if the value of this dependency changes, so that should be getting triggered, but that is something not happening. Fine, understandable. I'm not understandable but gonna be checking deeper. I mean, gonna be digging deeper into it. Reload it. At the end, of course, AI is there, and I'm sure that could help me with this. But why is this even happening? Allow, and this time it was false. Then I got the stream. Okay, then it was true. After that, it was. Then I got the remote streams. Then false. Got the stream. Then it became true. And after that it never ran. That's okay, understandable. And reset we won't be this. Okay, this is fine. Control C V. This is gonna be C. Allow C. And what happens here at the end? It was false. I got the stream. I actually got the stream. So that's interesting. I'm getting the stream. It is even active. Oh, sorry, forget about that. Once I got the stream, I set it to true, but the use effect never ran. Then it ran the second time. Why is the use effect not being able to trigger the, sorry, why is the value of has remote stream that is actually changing constantly, that is not able to change, I mean run use effect dependency? 05, it's different this time. That means of course I'm getting a new one. I'm getting the stream. One thing is clear. Once I'm getting the stream, now the only problem is if I'm getting the stream, why am I not able to set it? In the value this becomes from true to false and false to true again. Why is this value not able to Can I copy it all? Is there any way? Control C. Time to take the help of AI. It's too much. I have 3 users, A, B and C. When A and B joins the meeting, I am getting the stream. The value of has remote stream streams changes, hence the use effect triggers. Use effect gets triggered and the stream get added to the video element. But when the user C joins, it's getting the streams and adding to the video element success successfully, but user A and B are getting the stream and the value of the has remote streams changes for them respectively, but the use effect doesn't get triggered. Okay, so I've described the problem. It's time to just simply give it the code as well. Hopefully it's going to be able to resolve this. So this is going to be control C, media container. I need to give it proper code so that it knows what it has to do. Media container.tsx. The second file is gonna be the peer manager, control AC, peer manager.ps. I think this should be fine. The main problem is between them only, media container and this. Let's see. Very good, you explained the problem clearly, thank you. I understand your issue. C joins, C sees everyone, but A and B do not rerun use effective when C joins, even though has remote changes. Yeah, the real problem, this condition inside on track is wrong. If object on track set to true, why this breaks for third user? Let's simulate. When A and B are connected, remote streams B and remote peer connection B. Yeah, that's right. So 1-to-1 true works. When C joins, peer connections are gonna be BC, right? So length 2, remote stream is gonna be V1. So when C stream arrives, so C stream is gonna be VC, but on track fires on per track, not on once per stream. Per track, not per stream. So this condition becomes unreliable. Sometimes audio fires, then video fires, sometimes duplicate, sometimes timing mismatch. So your equality check fails or doesn't change state properly. A bigger problem. You are using a dispatch has remote false every time on track fires. That means false to true false, and this if React receives true, it does not re-render because Redux state did not change. Huh? Oh, really? So the correct way much cleaner. You should not depend on has remote streams at all. You already have remote streams, record streams, mainstream. Yeah, that's right. Instead of a boolean trigger based on actual participants. So fixed and best solution. So other participants for each this video element, remote video reps current participant, and this const stream, remote streams, participant. I'm just simply remove has and then based on other participants. But the thing is that if I'm actually rendering it based on other participants, okay, C joins other participant updates component renders use effect runs it attaches stream if they exist. Even if on track fires earlier or later, doesn't matter. Even better, most correct way, instead of global remote streams, stores streams in Redux, because React should react to state not. अरे भाई, Redux does not store the stream. Stream is not serializable. Chat GPT को कौन बताए? React renders when state changes from changes. It does. I don't think whatever it is saying that is gonna work. First of all, it is saying instead of global remote streams, so store streams in Redux. Can Redux actually store the stream? Because React should react to state, not a global mutable object. Important concept. React re-renders when state changes, props changes. It does not re-render when global object changes, your remote stream and all. Okay, that's fine. Final cleaner structure is gonna be like this. This logic is not gonna be working, bro, that you are suggesting me. Redux doesn't store the stream, and if I directly add the stream when the new users join, new user joins remote stream, so connection ID may be null for some users. दिस इज नाउ रियल WebRTC आर्किटेक्चर यार सब मुझे ही बता रहा तो मैं पूछ के रहा. You are 100% correct about two things. Redux should not store media stream, and remote streams connection ID can be undefined temporarily. Let's fix this. Why Redux should not store media stream? Redux systems must be serializable, predictable, DevTools friendly. Media stream is not serializable, mutable, and not whatever. So you are right. Don't store in Redux. Didn't you know it earlier when I told you knew? The real problem when C joins other participants updates this. Okay, thankfully. Okay, go on. I'm worried, scared of this baraya around me. I mean, this is just kind of an insect, flying insect, kind of a bug. But if it bites me, then God knows what will happen with me. By the way, coming back to this, when C joins other participants updates, React renders video element, but remote streams connection ID may not exist yet because on track hasn't fired yet. Yeah, that's right. So in that case, stream is gonna be remote stream this, and stream is then defined later. On track files and stream is added, but React does not rerun effect because no React state change. That's the real issue. Yeah, that's the real issue. The correct architecture used in real apps. You need a React driven trigger, not a Boolean hack. So instead of this, you can use other participant. First of all, this. Okay, and trigger a re-render when stream is added. So the clean solution, event based, we create a simple state just to trigger re-render. I रुक जाओ भाई. Okay, step 1, add a local state in media container, that is stream version. Such stream version is gonna be 0. Something interesting, version. Okay, create a small helper, peer manager.ts. Inside this I have to create a helper, stream update callback, void null, or this, it can be either a function or it can be null. Okay, export registered const register stream update callback, stream callback. So it gets a function, and this is just the type. So it gets a function, register stream update, it gets a function, and that function is actually assigned to this stream update callback. ठीक है, फिर क्या? Call it inside on track. So inside on track stream update callback, I'm gonna be calling that particular function. So the function that I actually got, so this function gets called, and okay, this function gets called. Then what? Register it in media container, use effect, register stream update. Inside that I have another function, set a stream version, previous version plus 1. Okay, so it's like I'm just simply changing the state from one version to another version. That is okay. So register stream update gets a function. The function is assigned to stream update callback, and I'm calling that particular function inside the track. So this is where it gets called. That simply means come on here, where is that? This particular function got called. Ultimately this callback got called. Callback getting called in the sense over here inside the use effect, I have this. As I have this, inside this I have a function, this function. Inside that particular function I have set remote, previous and all, and this register stream update I'm getting from the other side. Whenever this gets called, register it in media container. Okay, use it as a dependency. So stream version, so whenever the stream version changes, at that time oh, interesting. It's actually it is just simply saying that, bro, maintain a state. So let me just remove all the things. Let me remove this one as well, get rid of this as well, and no doubt I'm getting the stream on track. Get rid of this as well. So what it is actually telling me, you have to maintain a state somehow, and that state is what is the name of that? Let me just get the things done one by one. So first of all, I'm gonna be copying and pasting stream version, set stream version. So let's simply get it on the media container side. So inside this media container, first of all, it is asking me use effect not needed. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Control Shift V. This is done. Local stream. This is done. The most important thing what I'm asked to do here, const stream version. I hope that's the same name. Yeah. And coming back to this, set stream version, and by default this version is gonna be use state 0. Come on, I hope that's the 0th version. So this version will keep changing. So it simply means whenever I'm going to get the streams, at that time I'm gonna be changing this version, changing in the sense I'm gonna be increasing this, and as this version changes, that's it, done. But the thing is that for even changing this version, somehow I need to send this particular version to the function. So the next thing that it actually asked me to do, so create a smaller helper. So this is gonna be a small helper function, gonna be inside peer connection, because that is where it needs to be called. So this is the function that I need to create. I will get even the easier version of it, but let's go with this only. Let's see whether this even works or not. So remote streams. So what it is asking me to do, that go to peer manager over here, create this particular function, the new one. This is gonna be the helper function. So stream update callback, and this is the one that I'm gonna be having. Let's have it at the top. Control X, create peer connection. Just simply have it somewhere here. So I have stream update callback, and this callback simply gets the register function, and whenever I'm gonna be calling this particular register callback, so at that time I need to give it just a callback ultimately function. That callback will be assigned to this. So whenever I'm calling this particular thing, and okay, let's simply write it. I will make it easier to understand, but first of all let me just get everything done first of all. So this particular thing I've already done. After that it is just simply asking me to add this in the on track. So going back to the on track, create peer connection, on track somewhere here, I have to just simply add this. So as this got added to the on track, after that it is just simply asking me to set a stream version there and other participants as a dependency. Okay, so coming back to this peer connection, not media container, this is the one. Instead of having has remote over here, other participants, and then what stream version. So it will be called every time when the stream actually changes. And the problem was with Redux is that if it gets a true and true, so it will not be re-rendering, and that is absolutely right. That is why we use Redux. Redux is mainly used for this. If the value did not change, or if it changed from false to true and again true, then it will not be re-rendering. So if you are using Redux, it just simply optimizes that. So yeah, obviously I agree with that. So stream version, and that's it. As soon as I give it, but what else? Set stream version. This needs to be inside an use effect as well. So I need to have a register media container. So let's simply use this particular use effect here. So this is the another use effect that I'm gonna be having, and register update, I'm gonna be importing it. Okay, now let's see what am I doing here. First of all, this versioning thing is really important. Happy for that. And apart from that particular thing, stream version, I have this particular use effect. It will run only in the first go, and the main job is this particular function is to Control X. So this register function is register stream update is called here, and this register stream just simply returns a function, and that function, it just takes a function, and when it takes a function, what it does with that, coming back to this register stream, it just simply takes a callback, and once it gets the callback, after that whatever callback it has, it just simply assigns it to the stream callback over here, and this is just gonna be kind of a function that will return void. Sorry, coming back to this, I'm giving it a set stream version. This is the function that I'm actually providing it, and that function itself is just returning nothing, rather calling set stream version and previous value plus this. So it will be called automatically over there. That's interesting. And as it is getting called automatically over there, so I can be back here. So whenever I call this stream update callback, whenever this particular function gets called, the value automatically increases. So coming back to this, I'm just simply calling it here if it actually exists. Or let me make it easier. Of course, whatever it had to do, it has done. Inside this use effect, it will be running for the first time, right? So this is the register update. I need to have it, and as I have this set stream version, and I'm just simply, it's the right thing actually, because what I'm doing, I need to send this particular set stream thing to the another file. Okay, and if I need to send it, either I'm going to export it. This will work as well. Can't I export directly from here? Yes, I can. If I can export it from here, and I can import inside peer manager, and over there I can just simply get the things done. This can actually be done, but this is not recommended, because you are actually exporting something from the component to the there. So whenever it's needed, just do that. So I got it, and after that I'm actually importing the register, and inside that I'm not exporting this version, rather I'm just simply using it. And this particular function, whenever this function will get called, at that time the value will be increased by 1. So coming back to this, when it comes to this particular function, register update, so of course inside this I'm already getting a callback. That callback is the real function. So whenever inside that I got the callback, just simply attaching it to this stream update callback, or stream update version, stream update callback. What? Stream update callback. Yeah, that's also right. Stream update callback is mainly responsible for updating the stream, updating the updating the stream update, as simple as that. And as soon as that simply gets here, I'm just simply running it over and over. When this runs, that simply means this particular function is running. This particular function, in the sense this callback is running. Callback in the sense whatever function you have inside this register, and inside that you have that particular set state setter. So you have this particular setter that is just simply getting the job done, increasing it. Okay, turns out it is gonna be working. Let's see. Ding. Nothing is running. The main problem was with the state, a redux state, because if it gets true values 2 times, then it will not re-render that, and maybe because of that thing we were kind of facing it, but okay, let's see what happens this time. If it gets resolved, then that's okay. Next time onwards I will be using version system instead of using true false, but who knows. I mean, I haven't even checked this yet. B, allow. It is working for 2 users, obviously it will work. Control C. What the hell? Okay, I thought I faced some issues or what. It is not even working for C now. Crazy thing. Amazing job, Evo. Earlier it was working for C2 with the logic that I had. Now it's not even working for C. So few things that are already there in the code that I just messed up, I think, and that is not really. I almost have the things that should be there. Let me copy and paste everything. I hope I have just simply done the things the right way. Lastly, I had this, so it does not work. Never believe in AI. You will have to use your own brain. AI will be able to give you some suggestions, that's great, but it may not be able to just resolve your issue completely because your code is too big, and it could be that AI misses some points, and some points in the sense your code crashes. Simple. Never mind. As for this one, I'll have to fix it on my own now. By the way, the suggestions that it gave, that are quite amazing, like creating the versioning system. But for that thing, A, Control C, B, this, B, allow. Working for 2, amazing job. Will not be working for 3. C, allow. Wow! Oh! Wow! Amazing job! It is working for 3 as well. So what was the problem with my earlier code? This was the code that I had. Come on. And then the code that I actually copied from the AI. Sorry, my bad. AI actually solved it. I was getting sort of. Okay. Coming back to this one. This is the code that I got from the AI side. So other participant, it has this much. Video element and stream, it has this much as well. And then logging it, after logging it, remote video current participant connection ID. Isn't everything the same? Are you kidding me? This remote stream I have, other participants, this thing is right, then this whole 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 thing, bro, then this whole thing is right. So it's like I'm using the same thing. Maybe caching related problem was there. I'm gonna be going with my logic, because of course this was the logic that I wrote initially. And let's see, let me stop the front end as well as back end, both of them. I'm gonna be checking it. Hope most probably it's gonna be working. I have to start it. Start it as well. Coming back to this one, we'll have to enter the name. That's gonna be unstoppable. Control C. Control V. Reload the page. The second is actually gonna be Vipendra. Vipendra wants to join the meeting. Done working for 2. Hi, it's perfectly working for 2 users. Okay, let's go with the third one and see whether it actually works or not. So coming back to this one, enter it, and VIP wants to join the meeting. Oh, sorry, VIP wants to join the meeting. I'll have to allow. Are you kidding me? It just worked when I used the code of AI. Okay, why is that so? What's the difference between the code written by AI and written by me? Cheap hai bhai. Remote streams, I'm just simply logging that and all. Stream version, I have it here. What was the code written by AI? That actually worked for some reason. This is the code, use effect. I'm not understanding it, I'm not getting it. I have these 2 use effects. The last line is okay, this 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 line is also okay. Same is gonna be going with this line, same goes with this line. This is the only extra thing that I have. If I just simply comment this, okay, if I comment this, I'm gonna be using this particular use effect. And if I just simply change this, reload the page, A, Control C, B, Control B, not Control B, just allow it. Working for 2 users, fantastic. Okay, I can have 4 weapons right now, but let's have only 2. Coming back to this one, this is gonna be the third user, C of course. I'm going to allow. It is not working. Oh. The last time it worked, I didn't even check whether it actually worked or not. Interesting job. It actually worked the last time, or I just imagined that it worked. In the third user, I'm not even getting anything. So even if I remove it all, okay. So it depends on two things. It depends on the other participants. It depends on the stream version. Stream version will keep changing. So in that case, I need to go to the media, PR manager, and inside this particular PR manager, I'm calling it, that's fine. It's getting exported from here, and dispatch, not really using this anymore, so going to get rid of this. While creating the peer connection, I'm not getting the dispatch. That's interesting. Who not getting the dispatch? Using some functions, and those functions are being exported. They are using that. Amazing job. So this is done. Inside this stream update callback, this is just simply updating it. And whenever this gets updated, going back to this one, signaling, create peer connection will not require that. Same is gonna be happening here as well. I don't need to send the dispatch. Still have some errors. My machine is on, still it is coming. I'm gonna be having something to just save myself. So create peer connection, it will be just simply come in here, and this is working fine. Let's delete everything. Delete in the sense from the front end side, I will be just removing this next file, caching file, and I don't really need to delete anything else. From backend side, I'm gonna be deleting this gist, and that's it. I'm gonna be starting the backend npm run dev. The same way front end is going to be started, and let's simply get rid of this, reload the page. Front end needs to be started before I even okay, see any result. Nope. Petty participant, amazing job. I have to even make sure that if the name does not exist, then okay, fine. Any problem so far? No problem as such. Coming back to this one, Control C, Control B, Control B, Control V, B, okay, allow. This is gonna be the second user. Control C, B, CB, whatever. This C. Hopefully, don't know what's gonna happen. It is working now. Actually, it is working. You don't believe me? Just believe me. I am getting host A here. I'm getting host A here, and I have host A here. Okay, coming back to this one. If I turn the camera off, second one, so I'm getting it here, I'm getting it here, and I'm even getting it here as well. Yes, so many weapons are here. Lastly, if I turn on the camera of the third one, so I'm getting it here, I'm getting it here, and I'm even getting it here. What if another fourth user tries to join? Good thinking. Let's simply add it. this is gonna be D. The user tried to join, but of course hasn't joined the meeting yet, because a request will come here. As soon as I allow this, the fourth participant is here, is not sharing the camera. That's okay. Sharing the camera, turning on the camera, but that is definitely here in the meeting. Coming back to this one, participant B is here, participant C is here, participant even A is here, that is of course the host. And I can turn on the camera. So let's see, if I turn on the camera of the D, will it be visible inside the C? So turn on the camera, and as the camera is on, then of course that is visible here as well. Impressive job. It's done. Congratulations. What else can I say? Now let's simply start sharing the screen. So if I click on this user number 4, this user actually starts sharing the screen of maybe VS Code. Coming back to this, so user number 4, that means participant D is sharing the screen, and I'm able to see the screen inside C. I'm able to see the screen inside D, B, and same I'm able to see the screen inside A. So this screen is actually being shared by D. Hello. There is delay. This is amazing. Look, the entire load is on the browser right now, and because of that thing, browser is actually just taking time to just simply get the things done. This is not the best way to just simply create a meeting app, because the whole load is actually on your backend, browser. But okay, never mind. Let me delete some of the users. So let me make the B leave the room. B left the room right now, and I'm gonna be making, okay, let the 3 users here. I feel strange because it just a little delayed, but okay, never mind. Right now it came back on track. The whole focus on the load was on the browser, so it was just simply, it was hard for the browser to manage the things, because browser is actually creating peer connections for all the users. So it's like I will have to, the more people increases, the more connections browser will have, and it is going to be the job of the browser, and that is why browser just simply struggles. But okay, coming back to this, the user number D is already here. I think this is the user number D. No, this is the user number C. This is the user number D, and the user, nope. Is this the user number D? Yeah, this is the user number D, and user number D was sharing the screen. So if I just simply turn it off from here, okay, the screen has been stopped sharing. And if the user number, suppose D is sharing the screen, and for some reason user number D actually leaves the room, then screen will automatically be stopped sharing. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. And if I turn on the mic for some reason, because that's the same device, so it's gonna be problematic. And yeah, overall things are done. Now a few things are remaining. The chat section, really easy. I mean, seriously, compared to this WebSocket, WebRTC connection and all, using socket you can just simply send the chats and all to the other users, so that's gonna be fine. So we will be working on that. The most important thing is that we have worked on these parts: mic, camera, screen share, recording. That is also something that is yet to be done, and so we have to work on the recording option, so that I'm actually able to record the screen. And once that is done, then that's okay, nothing else. And of course I can leave the meeting. And also let's simply end the meeting right here, and I'm of course gonna be ending the meeting as stream as well. As for right now, I've already been live for around 2 hours and all. Okay, then that was it for now. I'm gonna be catching up soon with some other stuff. As for this recording option, 2 things are remaining: chatting. I should be able to chat with the people, and the second thing is that I should be able to record the screen, ultimately whatever I'm sharing. So I should be able to just simply record that. That is something that's yet to be done, so we'll be getting that done tomorrow. And then okay, this is gonna be ready, almost ready. Then we'll have to just change the, like, if I double click on the screen, suppose if I double click on my video, it should be on the full screen. So these are the some adjustment improvements that can be made. So I will be working on them. Until then, take care and bye bye.